From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. 52 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
42 the mark, 42 the mark. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Watch safety three. Watch it.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Eagles are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the in route. Complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Now Hurts on the option right. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Going deep here for Watkins.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Chidobe with a pick.
And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25.
60 yards rushing for him now to this point. 3 yards remain for second down.
A handoff to Mixon. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. We're scoreless after 1. First down. Here's Burrow.
Man open. That's Jamar Chase complete.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Mike's 4-2, Mike's 4-2. I got it. 42's Mike, 42's Mike. I got it.
From just shy of midfield, Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Go,
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
42 the mark, boys. 42. 11.
They'll set up to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 34 yards.
One of the first big plays we've seen in this football game, and could that be the play that gets this game jump-started? It's taken a while as both teams have tried to settle in. Maybe now the pace will accelerate.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did, that time for a loss.
Mike 42, check, Mike 42.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Check girls. 12.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal. Mixon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Mixon again.
And he'll take this into the end zone for the Bengal TD.
Joe Mixon,
his 11th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on the calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Here's a diving catch right side. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll look to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. They run with Sanders off the option.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. They're going to look to throw. This is Smith to the ground. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Looking to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one.
Big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. 4 yards, that gets them close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They hand off to their big tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals drive about to get going as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. They go play action with Burrow. He's going to float this one deep right side. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 53. McPherson's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to look deep for Watkins.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off near the 32.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
They'll look to throw here. And this is caught by Watkins. 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Quez Watkins
hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Eagles on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same, and what they plan to do on offense.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
11 mighty. Kill, turn up. Jump. Watch twist.
On 3rd down, Burrow going up top. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play there for Philly. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. They'll run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
11 MT, tape. 11 MT, tape.
Burrow now off the bootleg. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
On 1st down, Mixon. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
88 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll run it here with Pirine, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
2nd and 8 coming up.
Here we go. All right, 80. Wait, cut. Give me some. Give me some. 11, Thomas. Show it up.
From the gun to give to Mixon. Just shouting him off there. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
11 MT, 11 MT.
Now Joe Mixon. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Joe Mixon.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game.
McPherson on for the point after.
And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Back to throw here. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
41 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Right back to Sanders on 1st down.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
An option handoff given to Sanders.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now back to throw.
That's swung out wide to Sanders.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
42's the mic, boys. 42. 42's the mic.
Back to Mixon on second down.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Here's Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
11 MT. Mike 42. Mike 42. Check. Mike 42. Watch the run. It's got Mike 42.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Sponge. 11 mighty. Check 49. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Jim.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he's got a Bengals 1st down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st down, Mixon, and he'll get this only up to about the 35.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Burrow. Pass complete to Higgins.
I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Burrow. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on fourth.
Check 42's the mark. Check 42's the mark.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down.
Minus 42. Minus 42. Too low. 11. 11 Thomas.
Throwing, Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are likely going to win it. They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Let's go, B. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
They'll go again with Sanders.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Eagles, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.